Then I saw one of the planes turn off to the right and the rising sun on the fuselage and went, my God, those are Japanese planes.
You know, was I scared? No. They were talking about maneuvers all the time. And we thought this was a war game, but how can it be? It looked so real.
It was scary, but after a few minutes, you lose that fear, and you had to protect yourself.
Took the fire axe, broke down the door of the Army to hand out the '03 Springfield rifle.
Running ammunition to a 3-inch 50. That's a small anti-aircraft gun.
But all of a sudden, we could see these bombers coming in, dive bombers, and right out there, I could see the bombs dropping on the ship.
And they started dropping off aerial torpedoes that the Japanese made to go in shallow water.
We took one hit, and it landed close to where we were.
It was fascinating. Never saw anything like that. So I ran down to the railroad track and sat and watched the show.
Was flat on my face, and my arms were all purple, and the skin was peeled.
Sitting on the railroad track with not one piece of the shell or shrapnel fell down on us.
I could see them squeegeeing up where I was sitting. There must have been the blood.
Let alone with all the gunfire, the planes over there, there was not one shot at all way.
And he came over and he bent over and he looked at me. And all he could say was, oh, oh. And he backing away from me, and I figured, uh-oh, something's wrong.
He said, Cale, don't go anywhere. You're going to be court-martialed for breaking into the Army.
We didn't know what was happening, really, until a friend of mine who was delivering bread, he came aboard, and I said, hey, call my family, and I felt better.
He said, in peacetime, you can't just take a weapon, give it to somebody. You have to sign out your weapon, sign out your ammunition, and when you get through firing, you sign them back in.
So everything was secured, that we didn't even know what was happening in town. We knew it was a blackout. All the lights were out at night.
But fortunately, the next day, President Roosevelt said, declare war on the Japanese. So they called me back in and gave me an award for breaking into the Army.
But they were still afraid of attacking from the, they had submarines out here in the Pacifics, the Japanese. So everything was tight. Security was real tight.
And that's when I tell you my life changed at that time.